Hmm?
Good morning.
Let me share my screen. Yeah, do you have any questions, any doubts? I know that there are some issues with installations and all with some people. Today, post this class, let's connect and then resolve it. I'll end this class a bit early today. Okay. Other than that, any questions, any doubts? Okay. I will log in as admin. So yesterday we discussed what is the folder structure it would be inside the multi-user environment, how we should work and all, right? So from today onwards, let's practice in multi-user environment only. Okay. So I'll open this module section. I'll open it in a new window and similarly the test cases section, another window and docket. Okay, for now these are enough for me. Okay, cool. Now, when if I want to make any changes, what is that I need to do? Check out or check out tree, right? So here I want to make changes and all for the demo workshop. I don't have any subfolders inside it. So all I do is check out. Similarly, in the test cases section, now I want to create another folder here. So for that also, I don't need anything from these two folders, right? So I can do a checkout on test cases and then create another folder and name it as demo web shop. Okay. So in the demo web shop right now, okay, we don't have all the modules which are created during our single user environment. Everything is missing. We have to do everything again. Okay. Or else one other way to do is we can import everything. Okay. Before that, I'll close this particular project. I'll say check in all and then close this project. I will open our single user environment project. This is the one. Okay. And what I do is I'll do a export subset of this. Okay. And our folder is batch 10 and here say single and save it. Okay, export subset has been finished now. So let's close this. Open the multi-user environment. Login. And now yes, audio is. Can you hear me?
Yes, Rami.
Remaining people?
Yes.
Ramya.
One moment. I'll stay here. Please check your connection. Okay. Okay, cool. So now in this batch 10 multi, I want to import whatever I have. Right. So first, let us do a checkout uh, tree on this project folder. Yes. And now all that I say is import subset and then take this single. It is asking, it has some mergeable objects form. Do you want to merge it or import it? Merge it. Sometimes, depending on the situation, we may import it. Okay. And now if you see whatever we have taken up, they came and they sat here. See, in the name of modules import folder. Okay. So these are the things that came up. So from the modules, I got modules import folder. I'm deleting the standard thing and I got demo web shop. Okay. So what I do is I'll select all this. I am doing a cut here and I'll paste it here and then I will delete my import folder. So this looks good, right? So this is how. Okay, perfect. And similarly, let's go to the test cases section. See, here also there is a folder. Okay, and this is the demo web shop folder. And if you expand it, these are the test cases and all that you have. So cut it and paste them here and delete this. Similarly, in the execution list under you have got something. Delete that issues, delete that reporting, delete that requirements. Select these two Amazon and BMW. Cut it, paste it. Excuse me. Delete this. Similarly, the test case design. Delete this. Similarly, the test plan. Delete this. So now everything looks good for me. I'll do a check in on. Now let's go on work on our individual form. So say check out tree on your modules and also yes and also on the test cases. It's a good tree. Perfect. So these are the test cases we worked on. So this is the new user registration test case and this is the another type of new user registration. Okay, and this is the dummy one which I deleted and this is the buffers one which we saw. So I will mark it as completed. Okay, because we completed set buffer, delete buffer, everything, right? So that's the reason. Okay, so let's expand this test case and see. Okay, this is perfect. And another one. Okay, and one more important thing that I want to tell all of you is recently I got a couple of questions from the people of your batch only who are practicing like when they are trying to open the web shop and trying to click on register very immediately, it is not happening and it is throwing an error saying no matching tab found. Okay, and then I suggested them to use the wait time. Why do we need wait time? We should say Tosca, wait for certain period of time because might be the website is loading too slow or else your Tosca is running super fast in your machine. There is some mismatch between the speeds between your application and the Tosca. So that is the reason we came up with the concept of wait time. So when I asked you to use waiting, all that you need to do is here after opening demo web shop is the place where you have to wait, right? So click on your precondition, click on Control T, that is add test step shortcut, okay? And here say wait. So you will get the T box wait, okay? So just select this T box wait. Hold on, why did I get these many waits? Okay, 1 second. What is happening is yesterday while explaining, we copy the standard modules for multiple times. So that is the reason it is showing us all these standard modules. But actually we should have only one set of standard modules for the entire project. So that is the reason I deleted all of them. Okay. So now let's add that. Okay. On the precondition and the shortcut is Control T for this. Okay. And say wait. See, we got T box waiting. Click on this. And here mention some duration such as 5000. So it will wait for 5 seconds. So in the 5 seconds, the web shop will load and then it will go on. Click on the register. Either this way you can do or else anyways here we already gave, right? Wait on. Here we have two operations to be performed. So that is the reason we increase the cardinality of the register. Do you remember this? Even this one is fine. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So today let's go to the next topic, okay? That is libraries, reusable blocks, and business parameters. Okay, so first thing, what is a library? What are reusable blocks and all? See, whenever we have some certain test steps to be coming up again and again in the test cases. For suppose we have a test case 1 and here we are trying to verify the shopping cart functionality. We have another test case 2. We are validating the wish list functionality. We have another test case 3. We have checkout functionality, something address and all are what we are verifying. So for all these three, first step that you have to do is open your demo web shop and then log in into your demo web shop. Am I correct? For all these three, right?
Yes.
So these are something which are repeating across all my test cases. So whatever is repeating across most of the times, okay, we will prepare reusable test step blocks for it. The name is reusable test step blocks, which means these are the test steps which can be reused multiple times. Okay, a library will always consist of reusable test step blocks, and I will show you from here now. Okay, any project will have only one library usually. That means one folder can have one library. So if I right click on demo web shop, here see there is a L icon, and if you mouse over you can see create test step library. So once you create one library, Okay, now I created. Now, if I right click on demo web shop once again, I can't see that because already a library has been created. If I want to create another library, I should create another folder. Only inside that folder, I can create another library. So I created another folder, and now inside this folder, again I can create one library. And again, if I right click, I can't see that. Again, I should create another folder, and again inside this folder, I can create another library. Okay, that means one folder can have only one library, not much than that. Okay, and if you right click on your library, see there is an icon here, the square one. This one we call it as reusable test step block. Okay, and this is how we create reusable test step blocks. Just click on this. Okay, and see it is asking you for the name. For suppose open demo web shop. Okay, that is a step that is repeating, right? So
Yes.
create a reusable test step block for it. See, creating reusable test step blocks can be done in multiple ways. One way is manually creating them. Other way is dragging and dropping. What is the first way is we will see first. Okay, open demo web shop. So what is the one that you want in this? Open URL. Am I correct? The standard module. So press Ctrl T here the same way and type open. Open URL. So here you will pass the parameters that you want, right? Such as demo web shop dot tricentis.com. Okay, and this is one way. The other way to do is already we have it here, right? Open demo web shop. Drag it and drop it onto the library. Even this one will create the same. See, these are the two possible ways that you can do. Okay, any questions, any doubts till this point? No?
No.
Okay. So now, what if we drag multiple test steps? Here we have two test steps, right? So if I drag both of them, will it create one reusable block or will it create two reusable blocks? Any guess?
One.
Let's see. Just drag it and drop it. See, for one test step it created one reusable block. So there are two now. Okay. Enter required details, click on register. So always it is preferred to create one reusable block here. Okay. And whatever test steps that you want, you can just copy them and paste it inside the reusable block. Okay. Now we know what is library, we know what is reusable block and all. The next thing that we want to learn is business parameters. Before we learn business parameters, let us try to put the reusable block that we have created in a test case and see how it is going to work. Okay. So first I have three test cases. One is SIT environment, another one is QA dev environment, another one is UAT environment. Okay, I'm moving this as in work. See, in some interviews, they are asking questions about the work state also. Like, what are the options that you can see in your work state? Do you have a control flow diagram in Tosca? How does it look like? And all. So, please concentrate on small things also. Okay, now in all these three test cases, I want to use open demo web shop because I want to open that. Okay, so later all that you need to do in order to use a reusable block is drag it and drop it. Drag it and drop it. See, it will create a reference here. There it shows an arrow mark. That means this is a reference of this reusable block. That's all. Drag it and drop it. Okay, the same way. Drag and drop. Okay, if you right click, you can see jump to reusable block. That is nothing but Control J is the shortcut. If you click on it, it will take you to the reusable block, actual one. Okay, so now this is the SIT environment. So let's say my URL is SIT. So I will change it here, SIT. So now I changed my URL SIT here. Will this affect anything here? These two in the dev and UAT? Let's see. See, in the dev also it changed to SIT. But I want dev here, right? So let's change it back. Dev. Let's go and see. See, it also became dev. Means whatever value that I'm changing, it is updating in all the references. See, here also it became dev. Here also it became dev. Inside the actual reusable block also it became dev. Means if I change it in one place, it is changing everywhere the reusable block is present. Am I correct? Did you understand?
Yes.
See, this is a very important concept. If you don't understand, please stop me. Okay. So now this URL has been changing everywhere, but this is not actually I'm looking for. Right. I should be able to pass different URLs, SIT, QA, dev, whatever I want. And still it should accept everything. So that is the reason they came up with a concept called business parameters. Every reusable block will have business parameters. So if you right click on your reusable block, there is a P icon. See here, this is the business parameter container, they call it. Click on this. Okay, and here you can see there is a blue icon. If you right click on your business parameter container, it says create parameter. So click on this and create a parameter called URL. And now in your test step, instead of giving the value here, give the business parameter value. So drag it and drop it on here. Okay. So now what we are doing, whatever value comes and sits in the business parameter, it is the value that we are using in our test case. So now in the SIT, here I need not directly give the value. All I do is I'll give value to the business parameter. I'm giving the value as SIT. Similarly, in the dev, I'll give the value as dev. Similarly, in UAT, I'll give the value as UAT. And because of this, nothing has changed. See, everything looks perfect. Here I have SIT, here I have dev, here I have UAT. Did you understand the concept of business parameters and reusable blocks, everybody?
No, Ramya.
Okay, I'm repeating it again. Okay,
But
uh,
why do we need business parameters?
see, if we are not using business parameters, whatever value that we are changing in the test case, right? If you change it at one place, it will affect all places also. We saw that, right?
That's why we are using references.
No, you got confused. I'll repeat once again. No worry. Okay, let me delete these three. So, see here, in the URL initially I have some qa.com. Okay, so now I want to use this reusable block in different test cases. So I will drag it and drop it, drag it and drop it, drag it and drop it. Whenever we are using, it will be referred. Okay, it is called as a reference. That's all. Okay, there is nothing like references is a different concept or not. If we are using a reusable test step block, we call it as a reference in the test case. Did you understand till here?
Yes.
Okay. So now this reference, this is the SIT test case, right?
Yes.
So I want my URL as SIT something. So let's say just SIT for time being. Okay, done. Now in this test case, I want my URL value to be dev, right?
Yes.
So I'm changing it to dev. See? And now in this, I want my URL value to be UAT, right? So let's change it to UAT. Let's go back and check everything. Let's see the sit. What is the value does it have?
UAT.
And dev
Same
UAT.
UAT.
But what is the expected value? SIT should have SIT and dev should have dev and UAT should have UAT. Am I correct?
Yes.
But here, if you observe, whenever if we are changing in one place, it is updating in all the places. Correct?
Yes.
So that is the reason why they came up with the concept of business parameters. Okay. See, even here in the reusable block also it changed. So what are business parameters? Why do we need them is, if you right click on the reusable test step block, you will have a peak sort of an icon. This is the business parameter container. So click on this. And now here what I am doing, I am not giving the value directly. Okay. I will take the value from the business parameter. So how do I create it? Right click on the container and then create a parameter. Okay, and name it as an URL. And now in this test step, instead of URL value, I am dragging this business parameter and dropping it near the URL. See, this is where I dropped URL value column. Okay, and now what I am saying, take the value whichever comes and sits in the business parameter. Okay, so now here I should give some value to my business parameter. So I will give the value as SIT, and in the dev I will give the value as dev, and in the UAT I'll give the value as UAT. And look this way, here SIT is still present, dev is still present, UAT is also present. So this is the one benefit. Now did you understand everybody?
Yes.
Nowadays, in almost all company interviews, they are asking you to explain what are business parameters, what are reusable test step blocks. This is a mandatory question. What are test configuration parameters? We still did not discuss completely about them. We will see test configuration parameters. Okay, so please understand. If not, then stop me. Okay, let me go ahead. Okay. So now we saw one way of creating business parameters is right clicking on the business parameter container, clicking on this blue color icon, dragging it and dropping it. Am I correct? There is another way also. Let me create another reusable block here and say register, something like this. Okay. And what I do is I'm copying these two test steps. Control C and I'll give it control B. Okay, so now let me close all of this. Yeah, this is the register test step block. So if you see, the first step is to click on register. So this is perfect. It need not change. The next test step is to enter all the details and then finally click on register. Entering all the details, right? Sometimes we may enter these values and sometimes we may enter different set of values. Am I correct? Every time we cannot register with Oreo and Ramya alone, right? We may change our names. Sometimes some other person will also come. So we will change all these values. So let us say, first let us delete all of them. So delete, 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 and delete here also. Okay. So these are the values that I want to create business parameters for. So how do we create business parameters? Right click on the reusable test step block. Click on the parameter container first of all, right? And now we saw how do we create them manually. The other way is we can create them through this way. Please remember this shortcut. It might be very useful to you in real time. Okay. Select all the parameters that you want to pass. Okay. So I selected all these parameters. Okay. So right click on them. Just set an action mode input. Okay. Before you do that, see here, whatever you have action mode against, only those parameters will come here in the left side option. Right now we are having action mode input given against register alone. So that is the reason register is only sitting here. So now let us select all of these and right click set action mode as input. You can set anything. For the passwords, just change it to string. Okay. And now see they all these came up here. Now select all the controls that you want to pass. So these are the controls. So just drag them and drop them on the business parameter container. And now see business parameters are created and also they are mapped. Okay. And now for the email, after passing the email value, we need to buffer it, right? So select buffer here and so that it will be stored in email buffer. Any questions, any doubts on this? Is this good? Yes, no?
Ramya, the PL flat versus M, these are all we got it from the earlier one, right? How these populated?
Which one?
The value column, the values, as you dragged and dropped.
They will be automatically done.
Okay.
If you drag and drop, then they will be automatically mapped up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Any questions, any doubts? Okay. So now we are done with this. So let's take our test case and try to do everything that we have. So the next thing is validation of success message. So let's create a reusable block for that as well. Or else for this is only one test step. Am I correct? So what I can do, I can quickly drag this and drop this. Right? Verify the success message. That's all. Does it require any business parameter? No need, right? So done. What is the post condition that we have? Click on logout, or else you can right click and create a reusable block and say logout and then copy this text step from here and paste it here. That's all. So click on logout. Now let's create a test case. Okay. In the same way, I'm deleting these three stupid cases. And now right click, create a test case, validate new user registration hyphen RTBs, reusable test step blocks. Okay. And now let's create our folders. Precondition. The shortcut is Ctrl A and Ctrl F. Workflow. Ctrl A and Ctrl F. Validation. Ctrl A and Ctrl F. Post condition. And now we are working on it. So what is the work state? In work. So what is my precondition? Opening the demo web shops. Drag it, drop it onto the precondition. Next, I have to register, right? Drag it and drop it onto the workflow. Next, I have to verify the success message. Drag it, drop it onto the success message. Finally, logout. Drag it, drop it onto the logout. Okay. So now, if you see this one, this is open URL, and if you see at register, click on register. Okay. What I will do is here I will ask Tosca to wait because or else it will throw us an error. So that is the reason I'm selecting click here, and here I'll select the action mode as wait on, and this is nothing but until this is visible. Visible double equals to true. Okay. So I will wait till this register is visible and then click on it and then fill all the details that I want. Okay, and then finally verify the success message and then log out of the demo web shop application. Okay, so now let's see here in the test case. In the precondition, it is asking me for the URL that it needs to open. So let me copy the URL from here. So this is the URL, Control C, and pass this here in the value. Whenever you pass the value, then this will become dark blue. Observe that. Okay. See, usually they are in this lighter shade. But when you say, like you can pass whatever you want. For suppose here I have male and female. I want to click on female only. So I will pass value for this one only. So I will pass it as click. Okay. And the first name I'm passing as Ram. Yeah. And the last name I'm passing it as OU. And my email ramya.oreo flower braces date time. We all know, right? Date time is the unique value at gmail.com. And the password is test8123. And confirm password is also the same. Okay, and then verify the success message. I need not pass anything. Log out, I need not pass anything. So now I will run this and see. Before I run my test case, what is that I have to ensure? Anybody in the class? Before you run your test case,
Which browser we need to click on?
which browser we need to choose, right? So how do we give the browser value?
Test configuration.
Parameters. So right click and create this purple icon and then give this as browser and the value as Chrome. Okay. And now let's run it and see. right click and run. The shortcut for run is F6 button. Okay, remember this shortcut for run. They will ask you in interview sometime. See, it opened, it clicked on register and it started filling out the values. Register. Okay, cool. It did not click on logout because actually that window came up there, right? So that is the reason it did not click on logout. Let us dock it here. So we did not ensure we are having closed browser. Okay, we did not yet come there. Okay, good. Let us run once again and see.
Ramya,
Yes.
suppose if we go, just now we got that kind of error thing, but it got passed. So how to handle these kind of pop-ups?
See, these things you should do it manually only. Like, if you in the real time and all, you can say like never save passwords and all settings you will do, right? So
Mhm.
those you will do. And pop-ups and all we will see. Like, there are some other things also that come up. Like, we will have lots of preconditions, first of all, for handling all these stupid stuff. Okay, like the restore pop-ups or Chrome cache issues and all. Usually, you will keep all these as part of your precondition only. Before running your test case itself, you will ensure everything is going to be smooth, and then you will start working on your actual test case.
Or else instead of precondition, we can keep this wait on or T-box wait, right?
Instead of wait on, yes, you can use T-box wait also.
No, no, no. My sentence is instead of precondition, we can use T-box wait, right?
What do you mean by it? Actually, I did not understand.
You just said that precondition is applied before going to the proper test case, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Instead of that, I'll use T-box wait.
yeah, you can use T-box wait, but it will just wait over there, right? Meanwhile, you
Mm,
should manually click on no
yes.
something,
Yes.
and then it will go and click on logout. Okay,
Yeah.
now let's run this and see again. It will fail. I know. Close everything properly, and now we should run this. See, now it clicked on logout. Until now, there is a pop-up coming. That is the reason it could not. But now it did. Perfect. Any questions? Any doubts? So shall I mark this as completed? Yes, right. It is working fine. Okay. So this is all about reusable blocks, reusable test system blocks, business parameters, and library. In real time, if you work, your test cases will not be like this. They will be a bit similar to this. There is another level also. We will discuss it later on after 5 to 7 days. But for now, your test cases will be somewhat like this only. Everything will be developed in the reusable blocks. And all that we do is drag and drop those reusable blocks most of the time. Okay. Hello.
Yes, Ramya.
So please practice till this point and let me know if you have any questions or doubts. Okay? Tomorrow let's start take up another concept. Thank you everyone. Thanks for joining. And now I want some people like who have some questions and doubts for me to stay. So let us see what is happening with your machines and all. Okay? Remaining people, you can log out or you can just move or leave the meeting. Okay? Thank you. Bye bye. Okay. Kranti Kumar,
Yeah, Ramya.
you said that